So it is Sunday, last day of Pax South, and I didn't make top 8, but that's okay because I got to the finals yesterday, so I can't really complain. My deck just didn't run as well as a limited deck that had some craziness, and we will be doing a deck tech about that, so you'll be able to kind of see what Bova and I had for our limited decks. But anyway, Bova is in the top 8, and I can't watch him because that is way too stressful, so I figured that I would take you guys on a little bit of a jaunt with me around the rest of the expo hall. I hope you can hear, it's kind of loud, but we're gonna go on a walk. But before we do that, I kind of wanted to talk about what happened. So today it was Swiss. There were 6 rounds. It was best of 1 because we have to be out of the expo hall by 6 p.m. So it was best of 1, 30-minute rounds, and I went X2. So I had 4 wins, 2 losses. My breakers just weren't good enough to get me there. I think, and I kind of feel bad because I think I might have dream crushed the As a Matter of Matt from Delivery Crab because his breakers might have been better than mine and he might have made top 8. But I don't actually know if he would have, because there's no way to know unless I actually saw the math, and they won't show it to me. How dare they? But anyway, so my deck ran really well. I made a play mistake in the second game that I lost. It was really bad, and I kicked myself for about 5 minutes, and I was like, wait a second, I don't need to kick myself. I was in the finals yesterday. So be that as it may, I am happy with the way that my deck ran. Bova's going to be talking about his deck. We'll do deck techs for both of our decks. And then we'll actually probably do a couple of play tests with the decks that we ran, which means that Bova's gonna destroy me at least one time. We'll see how many play tests that we do with the decks that we did today. But anyway, let's go on a little bit of a walk. The last time that we did a walk, we started on the other side, so that's the semi-truck there. And then as we go this way, there is a Lego area that if my daughter Aria was here, she would have gone crazy over. And there's a lot less Legos here today than there were over the past couple of days. But so this is where you can build, but this is like the coolest thing ever. It's Nerd Lego Village. And I want to steal everything on this, but I don't think I'd be allowed to, and they might get in trouble if I were to do that. So over this way, we've got more Legos. We've got the Capcom store, and the hoodies. I'm going to try to see if I can find someone that has the hoodies from Pax South. They are awesome, and I literally got the last one that was sold, so I'm super excited about that. We've got a Minecraft merch booth there. There's the dragon that we were talking about. It's a little closer up. So this is really cool, and I really kind of want to see if they'll let me put that in front of my house, but I don't think that they would. We've got a mixer booth. The Discord booth is up here, and then there's a merch booth over there. And they don't actually, so you can kind of see the color scheme of Pax South, and it's this black with this neon orange / burnt orange. And they are awesome. Bova got a shirt. I got the hoodie, and maybe I'll see if I can find a hoodie. Oh, there's someone who has one. There's someone who has a hoodie, but he's got a backpack, so you can't see the back. But yeah, I mean, Pax South has been an amazing experience so far. There are so many cool games. We played this awesome board game called Evolution that if we had space in our suitcases, we would totally buy it. A lot of this. I'm going to keep going this way instead of going the other way. One of the coolest things about Pax South, like Pax Unplugged had, but we've got video games and merchandise booths, and then there's the indie game section, which has indie board games, and it's really just, I mean, it's a gaming atmosphere. It's awesome. It's like, if I could live somewhere for the rest of my life, it would be here. I might get a little tired. There's no beds, but for anybody who wasn't able to come to South, if you can get to East, if you can get to West or Australia for all of the Paxes, highly recommend it. It is an experience that I will never regret. And I'm super excited to be able to start bringing my kids here in a couple of years too. So this this, we actually talked to the people here. It's a Dungeons and Dragons turn-based RPG game that looks super cool. And there's someone who does it. Hello. I already have some, but thank you. Yes, thank you. All right, so it's super cool. We've got the free game codes, and I think this is about everything other than, there's also some really cool things. A lot of the gaming companies, there are gaming companies that are also charities, and that's some of the cool things. There's Child's Play, there's Play to Beat Brain Cancer, and that's, I mean, there's a lot of companies that are like that. So a lot of times when you're here and you're purchasing things or learning about things, you're not just supporting a gaming community, you're supporting brain cancer, you're supporting Child's Play. There's an entire booth, which I have no idea where it is, so I can't actually show it to you unless I run into it. But there's an entire booth that's about gaming used to treat anxiety, and I love that aspect of PAX. There's a 5-hour energy booth, and I think they are giving out samples, so maybe I should grab one of those. But anyway, I am going to make my way back to the Lightseekers booth, and I think I'll bring you guys with me. Let's go see if we can find out what's happening. We're gonna try to navigate our way, and as we do that, all right, so while we're walking back, I'll talk a little bit about my deck from yesterday because it did really well. So when you're playing Sealed Limited for Lightseekers, you get the starter deck at this point in time. So the rules right now, you get a starter deck. I chose Astral, obviously, and then you get 2 packs, and then there's a pack in the starter deck. So it's the starter deck plus 3 packs. I don't know what kind of luck I had or who I made incredibly happy, but I drew the best packs in the entire world. I had double solar winds, and I had, shoot, crap, what's the name of that card? I'm gonna kick myself. Well, I'll do a full deck check, but I had 2 combos that were doubles, because if you pull a combo, you are able to put it in your deck, even though for normal constructed, you can only have 1 copy of each combo. In Sealed Limited, if you pull the combo, if you're so lucky to do that, then you get to play both copies. So I had 2 double copies of combos, and I had a second Subjugator. It was insane. So Subjugator makes it so that they can't attack for 2 turns. You can rewind that with Light Lasher. There was a game, or a match, yesterday where the person I was playing against, yeah, they couldn't attack me for 5 turns. And I won on the 6th turn after I played the first Subjugator. So that felt really good. It felt so good that we actually edited the deck that I was playing today to include the Subjugators. And I think there's some slight tools and tweaking that I would want to do for my next iteration of this deck, where I'm going to possibly even add in Blinding Beetle, which is moving to attack cards from your hand to the deck. So it's, you heal for 3, and then they have to move 2 cards from their hand to their deck. And that seems really turtly, but it also seems really good, and a really good way to just make them not be able to hurt you at all. All right, so now that we have gotten out of the expo hall area, let's rotate us around. There's the Lightseekers booth. It looks like things are still going on. It looks like we've still got a bunch of people playing. So let's see if I can find out what's happening. I'm going to be quiet because I don't want to interrupt them, but we're going to go over towards where the